Hi, my name is Juliette Celozzi, and I have been diagnosed with scoliosis.
Nearly 9 million people in the United States suffer from the condition of an abnormal curvature in the spine called scoliosis. Of every 1,000 children, 3 to 5 develop a spinal curvature that is severe enough to need treatment. Adolescent idiopathic scoliosis, the most common type and of unknown cause, appears after the age of 10. Girls are more likely than boys to have this type of scoliosis. Scoliosis can run in families, so a child who has a parent, brother, or sister with idiopathic scoliosis may start to develop signs of scoliosis because of their bloodline.
I do know many people who have the condition. A majority of my family do have scoliosis. My grandmother more so does than the rest of my family because around 7 years ago she was given the correction surgery to kill the nerves in the bottom of her spine so that she could be able to walk normal again. And scoliosis has just played a huge part in all of my family's life.
Severe scoliosis may require treatment that includes bracing, casting, surgical correction, and/or physical therapy. The causes of most kinds of scoliosis is unknown, and often is overlooked by doctors when a patient is in infancy. According to a study by the National Center for Biotechnology Information and the U.S. National Library of Medicine, higher anxiety levels were related to an increase in the duration of brace treatment. While it is possible to get a back brace or have corrective spinal surgery, the best thing for those with the condition is for doctors to locate the disease in childhood checkups. However, it is often overlooked and can lead to severe spinal curvatures when the patient is older. It's very difficult to cope emotionally, especially for teenagers and kids who have developed the condition and are at a disadvantage with the rest of the population their age.
My diagnosis had a major impact on my self-esteem, and I thought scoliosis made me ugly, and I lived in fear of people staring and making fun of my back and the way it looked and the way my shoulders were uneven, and I had to wear a back brace for 2 years. And I never wanted to wear it to school, even though I had to wear it 16 hours a day. I just wore it when I slept and not at school because I thought people would just stare. And I didn't have sleepovers at my house because I really just didn't want people to see me in that and just make fun of me, because it was just, I couldn't control it.
Emotionally, I think it can be kind of harsh because you feel like you have something that's different than other people, and it might make you feel uncomfortable to be different. And I know when I was tested for it in middle school, it was kind of like, oh, do you have scoliosis? Who got tested? Like, who actually has it? And I think it kind of gave it a negative connotation when it's just a normal thing that happens to many people.
I feel like it'd take a lot more effort to do things since your back is crooked, so everything feels weirder, and you might be kind of hurt. Like, you may feel embarrassed at times because you're different than other people.
Family members are often severely affected as a result of their relatives' scoliosis, directly affected for the disease ignored by doctors in a young child. Though many have looked for a permanent solution to the disease, one needs to look at prevention rather than reactionary attempts to fix the spinal issue.
Well, the solution is early diagnosis, and that's why when we talk about, infant care and those annual checkups, the annual physicals, that's one of the things that the doctor should address, is to take a look at the back of the infant to make sure that the alignment is proper. And it's more telling when the infant begins to walk, because all of a sudden now you have the weight of the body compressing the torso, and that's going to cause changes to the vertebral column. So at that particular point, then there are exercises that can be given that can be done at home to help strengthen the muscles. And as the toddler gets older and enters those childhood years, and it becomes, let's say, more pronounced, okay, then at that particular time, it's not just home exercises, it's talking about intense physical therapy to correct it. Because the last thing you want to do is is to get to the point where that curvature, which is S-shaped, is so extreme that what happens now is it begins to impact the heart and impact the lungs, because now you have this abnormal shape and you get compression on those vital organs, and it becomes a very dangerous health issue. So correct it, correct it, correct it. And the last thing you want to do, as I said before, is surgery. That's kind of like the corrective measure of last resort. So are there measures that you can take before you get to that particular point?
This condition results in physical and psychological illness that might be prevented in the future. Though this condition is an inhibitor for those who have it, they can overcome their unfortunate position with the support from their family, friends, and community, and stand tall, realizing each spine is individual and being curved doesn't make them lesser. It only makes them unique. To unlock their true beauty, they should release their physical one to grow into the work of art they truly are.
Every person is unique and every spine is unique.
All of the paintings on all of us just kind of molded together. It all really stood out that we are still the same people, and we all experience life the same way, whether you do have scoliosis or not. They all played a huge part in connecting together.
I guess they might symbolize that we're all kind of equal, because we all were connected by the painting, so we're all kind of the same, even though a person may have scoliosis or not.
I think the paintings yesterday symbolize all of the characteristics of a person with scoliosis to bring awareness to the people who don't have scoliosis. And I believe that the paintings actually represent the positive things in scoliosis and like all of the characteristics that people have. Like I think the space represents like all of the endless possibilities that people with scoliosis have, and that scoliosis doesn't prevent them from doing things. They have the gracefulness of a butterfly, they're as beautiful as a rose, they have the perseverance of a snake, and they grow just like a cherry blossom tree. And so because of nature, it's like they shouldn't be seen as different or inhibited because of scoliosis. Just because they have this condition doesn't mean they can't, like, they have to give up on what they're doing. They can just persevere and get through it anyways.
It took me a really long time to accept this part of my life, and I really just want to help people get through the negative feelings that I went through. We who have scoliosis are not alone, and we all go through the same struggle. I just want everyone who has scoliosis to know that I'm here for you, and it doesn't make you anything less than beautiful.